The man, the myth, the Norris has passed away. Sadly, yes, it's true. Chuck Norris has died. Whew, that was a tough one. Um, you know, uh, it's going to be kind of hard to find a cultural icon as powerful as Chuck Norris. Um, for one, the jokes, we all love the jokes. But it's going to be hard to find someone who genuinely is worth looking up to quite as much as Chuck Norris. For the most part, pretty clean compared to the majority of celebrities in terms of like scandals and whatnot. So really the only way I can think to properly say goodbye is to read for you guys every single original Chuck Norris joke that at least that I know of, that I have written. And the majority of these are credit union or financial institution themed jokes. If you're a big fan of the channel, you've heard a chunk of these before. But then I've got a couple that are specific to his ability to conquer death. Let's get to it. Financial institution themed Chuck Norris jokes. Chuck Norris's fees waive themselves. The term break the bank originated from the first time Chuck Norris made a deposit. Chuck Norris's debit card PIN is just pound. Chuck Norris transfers his funds via automated roundhouse. It's a little nerdy for you. Chuck Norris doesn't take out loans, he accepts payment for protecting the universe. Did you know that Chuck Norris started a credit union in Texas? His first hire was a Lone Ranger. Chuck Norris supports ending the production of the penny. This was written before the production of the penny was actually stopped. Chuck Norris supported ending the production of the penny. He doesn't need your thoughts. The Grim Reaper, this, again, written a long time ago. The Grim Reaper and an IRS agent walked to Chuck Norris's door. The IRS agent said, "You first." They both gave Chuck $20. Chuck Norris's checks put tellers on a 5-business-day chokehold. Another nerdy one for you bankers and credit union workers out there. Every scammer has Chuck Norris's debit card number. They just know not to use it. Chuck Norris accesses his online banking through an abacus. Chuck Norris cut his loans in half with a karate check. That one's compliments to Callie, who wrote the punchline for that one. Chuck Norris verifies his account always by his fist presented in person. Another nerdy one for the banking and credit union workers. Chuck Norris's vault is in an open room with a note that says, "Be right back, Chuck." It has never been touched. Nothing stops Chuck Norris's visa from advancing. Tellers at Chuck Norris's credit union are called yesers because no one tells Chuck's money what to do. Chuck Norris used to have a debit card tap feature. 243 destroyed registers later, he only uses cash. All of Chuck Norris's accounts are business accounts. Even when it's personal, Chuck means business. There's the second page. Not a lot on this one, but another nerdy one for all of you banking and business people out there. Chuck Norris's business accounts are registered under an MAN number, an MAN number, a martial arts account number. Chuck Norris doesn't use counter checks because he always strikes first. The first edition of the Bible was notarized by Chuck Norris, and the one from this week, Chuck Norris can do 360 hurricane kicks and still keep his vault in balance. And lastly, I've got a couple of death-themed ones here. Chuck Norris didn't die. His application for the Grim Reaper was finally accepted. Death finally felt the sting of Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris felt God was getting too arrogant, so he died. He's currently giving God a stern talking to. I am very sad. I grew up watching Walker Texas Ranger, Delta Force movies, but not only that, but just like the fact that the guy was an actual martial artist, which is very different from a lot of the martial artists that we see today, because a lot of them, at least some of the notable ones, they were actually like just dancers that learned how to do martial arts, and then they just became like these super legends. Chuck could actually do a lot of the things that you would see in like the movies and the TV shows. But not only that, he genuinely loved the country, and we're losing a lot of those celebrities that actually care about the country, care about the fans, and seem for the most part to be genuine people. I'm gonna miss the fact that I'm gonna miss him, existing out somewhere in the world. As far as I understand, he was a believer, so that is very comforting to know. My prayers and blessings to the family and to friends who knew him personally. Any way that we can, we'd love to support. But we'll miss you, Chuck.